I'm bored. Let's watch TV.
Alright.
Y'all know what this is? It's that Little Mermaid rap, bitch!
Under the sea, lived Ariel the mermaid, as cute as can be. 15's the age she's eager to be, a whole new world she wishes to see. Sister after sister they each rose out, leaving just Ariel to sit and pout. One by one they returned to tell, and Ariel began to dwell and dwell. Finally her moment has come after 5 long years. Ariel can't wait to swim to the piers. Staring at the prince in the fireworks light, young Ariel just got her love at first sight. Wishing the moment could stop in time, she's blinded by love and losing her mind. Still has her eyes gazed on the prize, wishing to be a sea crew in disguise. But this moment would not pause for her, as the ocean starts causing a stir. The terrible storm crushed the ship, no one could withstand the powerful rip. The prince's arms and legs exhausted, his body cold as it was frosted. Ariel swam the prince to shore, hoping to stay with him a little more. Had to leave, she hid behind a rock, dreaming for a pair of legs to walk. Many days and nights gone by, she knew in her mind that he's the guy. At last she visited the evil sea witch, which wanted Ariel's tongue, oh what a bitch. A sacrifice needed to complete the deed, now an immortal soul is what she needs. The prince found and took her in, but Ariel was walking on needles and pins. They lived together, servant and prince, you'd think they'd be happily ever after since. But no, the prince was soon to be wed. When that happens, Ariel will soon be dead. It wasn't at the prince's own will, but his parents' shoes he had to fill. The sisters came on the very last day, to stab the prince was the only way. Ariel to the bedroom with the knife in her hand, by the bed of the prince and his bride she stand. Is this the end of this fairy tale? As the ship continued to sail and sail, she flung the knife away from her, and soon her sights began to blur. The sun rose up from the waters, and down it came were the air daughters. They too had tried to share mankind's bliss. Ariel to the bride's forehead she kissed. First time her eyes were wet with tears. To the kingdom of God she'll live 300 years. This is a story of a girl under the sea. The end of the tale where she's finally free.
Hello everyone, this is E-News with your anchor, Kevin Alonso. Today's story, Ariel transformed into a human, sacrificing her mermaid abilities. Along with that, she cuts off her tongue, leaving her mute. Breaking news, Ariel transformed into an air spirit for a good karma. All in all, the main theme of this story is that sacrifice leads to good karma.
Hello and welcome back to the History Channel. My name is Dr. Chan. If you guys are just joining us today, we're talking about the oh so fascinating tale of The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. Originally written as a ballet, this tale was written in 1837. During this time, monarchies were quite prevalent. It was customary for the prince and princess of different kingdoms to marry each other, as not only a sign of trust, but as a sign of loyalty. This explains why the king ordered the prince not to marry the mermaid, but to marry the princess from the other kingdom. And in the end, the prince did end up marrying the princess from the other kingdom. Although royal families were popular in the 1830s, not commonly seen is the ending of tales resulting in an ending that's not so perfect. Many critics were outraged, but also astonished that the ending of The Little Mermaid ended with the mermaid turning into sea foam instead of the mermaid marrying the prince and living happily ever after. As far as Andersen's life goes, he was quite unwealthy growing up. His father had passed away when he was just 11 years old, and Andersen devoted the next few years of his life trying to gain admittance into theater schools. Many of his tales in some way show the troubles that he had when he was growing up. For instance, Andersen tried gaining admittance to many royal theaters, only to be denied due to the fact that he didn't have any references nor wealth. The Little Mermaid shows this by showing how the Little Mermaid wanted to become human, yet couldn't do so easily. His tales, like the Little Mermaid, showed the pain and suffering one had to go through in order to reach a higher nobility in society.
Hi, and welcome to On Deck. Last week we had guest Tom Cruise on our show. So today Today's guests are Ariel and Eric from The Little Mermaid. Let's bring them on out. Hey!
Louise!
Hi! Alright, so how are we doing tonight, guys?
We're doing great.
Great. Thanks for having us, Louise.
Anytime, anytime. The fans request you guys, so we don't disappoint. Let's jump right in. How's the old ball and chain, Eric? You got married, passed up our little Ariel here.
We're still together, but I mean, let me tell you, the spark is gone.
I bet you're happy to hear that, Ariel.
Oh no, I would never wish anything bad on him. You know, I just want him to be happy. I was like, I really hope things get better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. After sacrificing all that you did to be with him, and then he doesn't even seem to notice. What with cutting out your tongue and walking on pins and needles all the time, and he just left you, married another woman. Don't you feel like you were giving a lot and not getting a whole lot in return?
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I would do it all over again if I could.
Well, I mean, you sacrificed your life, your family, like your whole way of living. Like, how could he do that?
Well, I mean, I just fell in love instantly, and I just decided he was the guy for me, and I needed to marry him to be happy and have the perfect life that I always wanted. I was like, I didn't really have a choice, so when love calls, you just answer.
See, isn't that sweet? God, you heartless jerk. How could you not marry Ariel? She's a beautiful girl who can't talk back to you. What's more ideal?
It was just my parents, not me. I mean, Ariel's pretty hot, but you can't really get out of marrying the princess your parents set you up for. I mean, princes usually marry princesses, not random mythical creatures.
Right, right. Makes sense. I guess I can't blame you wholeheartedly. But, I mean, it's probably her looks, right? Like, she's a pretty good-looking girl right here.
No, not at all.
Seriously, how could the relationship not be about looks? She was naked and couldn't talk when you first saw her. Seems like it's all based on appearance, if you ask me.
Alright, I mean, it's primarily her looks, but she's a 10, so.
Whoa there, Eric. Let's calm down a bit. Of course we understand you can't necessarily marry Ariel, so no hard feelings. Alright, well, looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching On Deck. Catch us next week with Princess Jasmine and Prince Aladdin. Bye!
I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
Let's get a Red Lobster.
Alright, let's get some seafood.